All right, mortgage brokers going to prison. Where is my papers? Right here. As I'd mentioned, loan modification scams, beware. Forensic loan document audit reviews, mortgage audits. You know, brokers coming to you say, hey, let me review your loan documents and you're going to get a free mortgage or, 1% loan modification. It's bullshit. Most of them are bullshit. Okay, and they're all over the internet. Be leery. People are getting mailed. People are getting called. There's debt scams, tax season, tax scams everywhere. The professionals have turned to scammers, okay, because they can't make an honest buck right now. It's too hard. All right, so a lot of them are scamming. The experts are scamming. Be careful. It doesn't mean everybody is, but you got a good chance that you're going to run into a scammer if you're looking for help. Okay, whether that be a loan modification, taxes, debt, or anything like that. Even attorneys are scamming people for bankruptcy. It's ugly out there. So be careful. All right, mortgage, prison sentences. Anybody going to prison, it sucks. It's something I don't wish on my worst enemy, but sometimes I feel it's necessary. I feel people, they need to go and they need to learn their lesson. And a lot of these mortgage guys that are going to prison now, some of them are homeowners, some of them are brokers, but the shit is hitting the fan for these people, okay? And it's catching up to them. When everything was all hunky-dory and everybody was having a, grand old mortgage time, there was nothing bad happening, no bad reports going on. But when the shit hit the fan, the mortgage crap, okay, that's when the reports came in and the investigation started. And now what we're seeing in 2010 is the result of these indictments and these arrests, and prison sentences are getting handed out left and right. Here was one. Head of a defunct Alexandria mortgage firm gets 6 years in prison for a $3 million mortgage fraud. Let's see here. Nichols, 56, pleaded guilty in November to defrauding Sabine State Bank out of nearly, I forget what state this is, Alexandria. Sorry, I didn't get the state on there. But he defrauded Sabine State Bank out of nearly $3 million. He initially faced 2 federal fraud charges. The 2-count indictment alleged that Nichols and others prepared fraudulent promissory notes by forging signatures of borrowers and notaries and delivering them to Sabine State Bank. The bank then deposited the funds into an account for First Fidelity Mortgage, Inc., which operates a Southern funding owned by Nichols. So in addition to the 6-year sentence Nichols got in federal prison, he'll probably do 85%. Just so you know, you go to federal prison, you're going to do 85% of your sentence. You go to state prison, you're going to probably do 50% of your sentence unless you're a 2-striker or violent felon. In addition to a 6-year sentence, Nichols must serve 3 years of supervision after his release and is ordered to pay $3,903,000.71 to Sabine State Bank. All right. Also, Indiana, guy that I guess used to play basketball for the Indiana, I think it's Hoosiers or something. I'm not much into basketball. He was a radio show host out there. And apparently he was also involved in mortgage title business. And during the boom years, he was operating a scam. And that's what's happening is a lot of these Ponzi schemes or scams came tumbling down and crumbling. And people start ratting on each other. Rah, man, this happened. And people are getting arrested and going to prison. Former Indiana University basketball player and radio commentator Todd Leary will not call any more Hoosier games this season. Charged with 17 counts allegedly involving an Allen County mortgage title fund scheme, Leary was arrested Thursday night, moments before the beginning of the IU-Purdue game at Assembly Hall in Bloomington. By Friday afternoon, Leary, a Carmel resident, had been transported to Fort Wayne, where he was booked into the Allen County lockup. He is scheduled to appear for initial hearing in Allen Superior Court on Tuesday morning. He currently posted a $60,000 bail. Let's see. He was host of Indiana University Radio Network, and he once played for the Bob Knights Hoosiers. I'm getting tired. I get up at 4 in the morning to start my blogging, start my research. We're late on the show today. We're about 1:30 in that area. My clock is out. But anyways, I'm getting tired. Another guy, 3 Houston men indicted in $7 million mortgage fraud scheme. Let me see here. 3 area men in Houston were indicted on charges they defrauded residential mortgage lenders out of more than $7 million in the Houston area. And that's what I'm seeing. 2 guys, 3 guys, 4 guys, and it's multi-million dollars, $3 million, $7 million, $10 million. And this happened all over the country. Billions of dollars in fraud. And a lot of these guys are going to get hooked and booked and go to prison. So 3 guys in Houston. One was an owner of Catco Homes, former owner of Future Mortgage Company, and also a former employee of Future Mortgage in Houston were charged with a 19-count indictment with fraud and money laundering. All are released on bail. Alrighty, that's pretty much it. You know, we're going to see a lot of scams, as I had mentioned. We're going to see a lot of arrests, a lot of prison sentences. This is going to get more the norm than it's going to go away, because it's going to get worse out there. It's going to get harder for people to survive, and they're going to turn to unscrupulous and illegal activities to survive. You know, when people commit a scam, they don't think they're going to get caught, or they don't want to get caught. They do everything they can to get out of it. Now, you know, a lot of these guys were more greed. You know, during 2006, 2007, you know, when some of these guys that are now getting arrested and sent to prison, it was easy to make money in real estate mortgages. Most of them were greedy, and they had to make more and more and more money. You know, but now what we've got is we got guys scamming just to live, to, you know, put diapers on Junior, you know, to pay that $750 Beamer payment that they still are driving, and they should be driving a little Yugo or a Tercel Toyota. You know, they need to get out of those $750 Beamers and get a real life and stop scamming people. Okay, unless you don't mind 2 hots and a cot and a paper sack lunch. Okay, and if you don't mind that and you keep scamming people, you get what you deserve. It all comes around, goes around, comes around, goes around. That's the way the world works. Comes around, goes around. Karma. All right? I'm trying to do my best now. I've done some things in the past that I'm not happy about, but I never scam people. I never lie to them, and I don't cheat them. All right? The long-tongued liars, God's going to hunt you down. Got it?